Have you ever stopped to think about the fans behind a band? What is it about the music that keeps fans coming back for more? Or is there more? My name is Renae Lipsmeyer, and I am the host of this podcast, The Space Between Podcast, the podcast where we talk about the fans of the Dave Matthews Band. Each week, a fellow DMB fan joins the show to discuss their journey with the band. Welcome to the Space Between Podcast. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Space Between Podcast, the podcast where we talk about the fans behind a band that's been making music for over 30 years. It's my favorite band and most of my guests' favorite band too. So of course, we're talking about the Dave Matthews Band. So just late in May, they started their 2024 US tour, starting off in Tampa. And of course, they are continuing on through September. And so they've got a long road ahead, but we are going to break this road down a little bit and talk about a few more fan parties. Yes, you heard me right. Fan parties that are happening before the Dave Matthews Band is in its next city. So, of course, I have brought on the show today one of the biggest known Dave Matthews Band party throwers. I don't know what your official title is, Ridge. Do you have a title? Like, what are we calling you now?
I don't know. Everybody's
just like
there's church now, and I don't know what everybody's calling me, but I'm just grateful that
the best. We're calling you the best.
The best.
So we, of course, started off the 2024 tour with one of your parties. And so, there we recorded a podcast about that. I know that if you follow me on social media, those of you that are listening now, you saw a lot of those pictures and videos. And so, Ridge, let's talk briefly about the parties we've already done. And then I just want to jump right into the parties that are about to happen, because, of course, that is what everybody is talking about. So any thoughts on the parties that you have already thrown in 2024?
Yeah. So when we obviously Tampa was the Night Zero tour kickoff party, and it was a big success. The owners were very happy. The staff was well taken care of. They kept complimenting on how well we behaved and how polite and generous, well behaved, and how generous and kind everybody was. So I think that was just a little bit different from what they're maybe used to. So they definitely said their thanks and praises as the night got later and later. So it was definitely a good success, and definitely one that I'm proud that we got to host. So definitely a good time for sure. It was a good kickoff party for sure.
Man, it was great. It was the venue was amazing. I know that you took a lot of your time to go scouting to find the perfect location, and you really nailed it. Like, it was so Florida. And that's what you had kept telling me, is though it's just so Florida. And I didn't know what to expect. And I get there, and the first thing that comes to my head is Florida, like Florida. Taylor Swift song in my head. I was like, this is Florida. So you killed it on the venue. So you killed it on the venue in Tampa. Yeah. So thanks for all your hard work. And of course, right after Tampa, we jump into the next one. Tell us about it really quickly.
Yeah, well, shout out to Ben Parker and Kay Williams and that whole crew for throwing an awesome Night Zero in West Palm. And I had a little foot in that one, just helping bring Rob in and helping Ben with anything that I can. But definitely Castaways was a good host in Singer Island, and the place was packed. They made a lot of money on the charities, and the bar made a lot of money, and everything was a success. So another great one that was 2 nights after the Tampa Night Zero, so everything was kind of close and back to back, but everything worked out, and it was another successful one. So West Palm was an awesome weekend. That was a good weekend.
That's right. And then you guys didn't stop there. You jump right into Jacksonville. So I wasn't there, unfortunately, but tell me about that.
Yeah, so we at first we didn't have anything planned for Jacksonville, but I reached out to some fellow Dave fans that live in Jacksonville Beach area, and they own a brewery there, Southern Swells Brewery. They're in Jacksonville Beach, and they're huge Dave fans, and I just explained to them what we were trying to do, and they jumped right on board and welcomed us with open arms. And it was a very cool brewery, and we packed the place. So that's another thing that I wanted to do. And of course, we had
Yeah.
Rob Messina playing live music, and shout outs to him for doing 3 shows himself on top of 5 Dave shows as a fan. So realistically, Rob, played and saw 8 shows all in 1 week run. So I know he was tired after getting back up to the New Jersey area. So shout out to him for doing what he did. But again, the brewery was just blown us away. Just, the hosts were great. The bartenders were great. The local people that were there were great. And again, they said, come back anytime. So now we have a location
Awesome.
secured for, Jacksonville if they ever go back. So that's kind of good to have.
Yeah. Yes. Well, those were amazing parties. So again, thank you for all your time and attention and detail to all of those details. And so
Yeah.
let's jump into the future. So if you are watching this on YouTube, thank you, first of all, for watching this. All of my podcasts are available on YouTube, so you can watch it. Be sure to do all the things that your teenagers tell you to do, like and subscribe this channel. That is very helpful to this show. And then, of course, you're listening to this on a podcast app. Be sure to follow it so that you stay updated on any episodes that are dropped, because this is not the last episode that we are going to be talking about Ridge's parties. We are going to talk about just a few of them, and then he's going to come back on the show to talk about more. We don't want to give you too much information right now. There's a couple of shows we're going to talk about, so thank you for watching this, and you can get ready to take notes because Ridge is going to give you a lot of information. If you're not on social media, this would be a great video to remember where it's at, because you're going to get a lot of details that you can come back to later. But if you are following us on social media, he is going to tell you how you can get this information in either, Facebook, any of the groups or pages. And so, Ridge, let's go forward. Let's talk about what everyone is talking about. Yes, the boys are getting back on the road and they're going to a few places before Alpine, but I'm telling you, everyone's talking about Alpine. It's one of the meccas. I'll say it. It's one of the meccas in the Dave Matthews Band world. It doesn't happen every year. It's a
Nope.
2-night venue. And it's amazing, guys. It is a ski resort in the summer, which sounds crazy, but also it sounds really amazing. So if you've never been to Wisconsin, we are going to talk about a 2-night venue stay by the Dave Matthews Band in East Troy, Wisconsin. So Ridge, of course, is planning that meetup. So Ridge, tell us everything that's happening in Alpine this year.
Yeah, so of course the band doesn't play there every year, as you mentioned. They always switch it between either Summerfest in Milwaukee or they do a 2-night run in Chicago. So of course when they do get back to Alpine, everybody is real excited and pumped up, because it is one of the meccas. I've seen a couple good shows there, but I know people go back years and years, and some of the best shows he's ever played has been at Alpine. So I know everybody's excited to get back there. So on Thursday, June 20th, at the Alpine Valley Resort Lounge. So it's the bar restaurant that's inside the resort. We're hosting the Night Zero party starting at 6 p.m. And yes, people have been talking about it. It is open to the public. Whether you're staying at the resort or you're not, you are welcome to come. The resort has approved and said that anybody is welcome to come to the Night Zero party. So it starts at 6 o'clock. They have a full restaurant. They have a full bar. So whether you're drinking beer or liquor and you want to eat some dinner, they have all that available that night, and it'll be available throughout the night. I don't know how late, but I would assume maybe 10 or 11 p.m. through at least the music. So with that being said, at 7 p.m., it's been a while since I've gotten to talk about this amazing artist, but he is originally from Chicago. He now lives in the St. Louis area, and his name's Josh Santiago, and he is an amazing guitar player. And the things he can do with an electric guitar and an acoustic guitar are mind-blowing. So if you are in Wisconsin, near Alpine Valley Resort on Thursday the 20th. You are more than welcome to come. There's no cover charge. All ages are welcome, and it's going to be a really, really good time. He's going to start at about 7 o'clock, and he's going to play roughly till about 11 o'clock. Whether the resort wants him to play a little later, that could happen too. So, like I said, it's going to be a good time. We're going to give away some gifts. There's going to be some raffle items, and there's going to be a couple different people there that are going to be doing some different things. So come on out. And like I said, it's the first time Josh has got to play a meetup this year. So I know he's really excited about it. And if you are looking for the information on that, it's on mostly Facebook, and there's an event page. You can look up that information in the Alpine Valley Facebook groups, which there's 2 or 3 of them. I think one's like Alpine Crew, and then there's also an Alpine Valley community. I've posted the links in all those groups, so you can find the meetup information there. And then I'm assuming that Josh will have it on Instagram and stuff like that. He's on a little bit more social media platforms than I am, so I know that he'll promote it himself. So
Of course.
but yeah, so
And
that's
we
what
want to
we
help
got.
with that too. So if you're listening to this and you're not on social media, like I said, just remember this YouTube video that you can go back to find out times and information. But then also, if you know a Dave Matthews Band fan that is going to Alpine and they are not on social media, you can forward this video straight to them via text message. So this episode is really going to be a good bookmark for people that need that information again. And I can't say enough good things about Alpine. If this is your first year, it's literally one of my favorite venues. The Alpine Valley Ski Resort, or the lodge where you guys are having the party. If you need directions for that, you can simply Google it. It's a resort, so you will be able to find it online. And it's such a surprise if you've never been there. I didn't know what to expect. I honestly had never been to Wisconsin before, so this was my first experience. But it's so cool. The resort is like 60s, 70s German style lodge, and they haven't changed a thing. So they have the quarter Pac-Man machines, like they got all the old school stuff. And so for people our ages, even people in their 20s, everyone will enjoy this resort. So even if you're not staying there, be sure to go check out the Night Zero party. And then, of course, check out Josh Santiago. He is such a talented musician. And so you will have so much fun there. So anything left for Alpine, or should we move on?
I mean, no. I mean, like I said, like you mentioned, Alpine. This is my 3rd time going to Alpine, and just stay hydrated. The parking lots are massive. The tailgates are next to none, and there's going to be people partying all day and night, and the campgrounds are fun, and Alpine's just a special weekend. So I'm excited to experience it again with everybody. So
absolutely.
But yeah, that's all I got. And every year I've stayed, I've always stayed at the resort, so I can't really question on anything as far as anything else. But like I said, I know that the parties are awesome and the tailgating is next to none. So if you haven't been to Alpine, just be ready for a really incredible weekend. So
yeah, you're never going to forget Wisconsin. It's going to be one of your new favorite states, and you didn't even know it was coming, but you're going to love Wisconsin.
And you got to get a case of Spotted Cow. You can't buy it anywhere else. Buy your Spotted Cow. I'm not a beer
drinker, and I heard nothing but Spotted Cow since the moment I got there. And I was like, dude, okay, I'll take a drink of it. It's not terrible. So even if you are a beer drinker, try it. It is like from another planet. Like it doesn't taste like anything else.
You can't buy it outside of Wisconsin at all. So
no. So don't fall in love with it too hard, because you can't get it. Okay, so let's talk about Blossom, because again, one of my most favorite venues. I won't be there again this year, but of course you guys will be. So the Dave Matthews Band is playing Blossom 625, and if you've never heard of Blossom, if you're looking at the tour list to see where they're playing this year, you're not going to see Blossom. You are going to see, and I'm going to try not to butcher this name, Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. Is that completely wrong, or is that close?
I mean, we should leave
Cuyahoga. I don't know.
I mean, you already butchered it, but let's just go with Cuyahoga. Cuyahoga
It's
Falls.
in Ohio. It is
Yeah.
a beautiful venue.
We'll blame it on your
Beautiful
accent.
venue.
We'll blame it on your accent.
I don't know. No one's ever been like, okay, here's how you say it. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's
No,
talk
it's
about
good.
Blossom. So what are you guys doing there?
So we are doing a party day of show, so which is rare, but this is a one that we do day of show. So on Tuesday, June 25th, day of concert. So for the Blossom show, we'll be at the Wing Warehouse, which is roughly about 8 minutes down the road from the venue. It's on Wyoga Lake Road in Stowe, Ohio. So just remember that if you're looking it up online, there's about 6 or 7 different locations. So you just want to make sure you find the Wyoga Lake Road location.
Is that how you say it?
I
Is
hope
that how you
maybe,
say it?
maybe I just fucked that up. So maybe we're even now.
I was listening to you say it going, oh shit, I tore that up.
Now I know Cuyahoga Falls. Now I know I'm good on that one. But I might have butchered that address. But anyways, yes, please just remember to look for that exact address. That way you don't go to the wrong location. And that party starts at 12 noon, which is an early party. We always do that. But there's going to be live music starting at about 1 o'clock. And there's going to be food and drink specials. It's a wing house or, wing sports bar. So typical wing sports bar food. They have a full bar, inside, outside bar. There's going to be bucket specials, and then we're going to have vendors. A friend of mine, Kim from Dayton, she will be setting up a vendor station, and she'll be selling DMB like inspired merch. I think she had some stuff for Cuyahoga Falls and Indy and stuff around the Midwest. But I know she does a lot of designs for a lot of the shows. So if you're looking to pick up some cool stuff, she'll have a table set up there, and she'll have stuff there to purchase day of. So that's kind of cool. So that'll give you guys something extra to do while you're hanging out at the meetup. So, and then we have 2 incredible acts playing. So Peachy is a Columbus, Ohio-based acoustic trio band. They sometimes have a drummer, but right now they're just rocking with 2 guitar players, Nico and Matt, and they're both from the Columbus, Ohio area. And they'll be starting it off. They'll play a little bit of like an hour-and-a-half set. They do a mix of D&B, and then they'll also do a 70s, 80s, 90s kind of cover just to keep the day rolling. So. And then in the afternoon, our good friend from Buffalo, New York, Tim Britt, he's an amazing, amazing guitar player, has his own band. If you haven't heard of Tim, he's an amazing guitar player. So
he really
he'll be playing with them as well. So he'll do a set of music, whether it be D&B or his own, which, I don't care. He can do whatever he wants. He's an amazing guitar player. So
you're going to enjoy it no matter what he does.
Yeah, and I'm happy that he can join us this year. It's he comes to most of the meetups at Cuyahoga in that general area, but he's got a lot going on, so it's not always he's not always available to play. So I'm very grateful that this year he is able to bless us with his presence and give us some good music. Thank you, Tim.
And thank you, So Peachy. Thank you to all these guys and girls and that are willing to offer up their time and talents, because again, it's time and talent is hard to find sometimes, and so but especially time. If you got that, I don't have any of that, so thank y'all for bringing that. Thank you for bringing that. Well, and again, if you're going to be at Blossom, so much fun.
Yeah, and that meetup will go till about 5 or 5:30. Then again, we're so close to the venue, we'll pull in a little late. We tailgate for about an hour and a half, and then our whole entire crew will be on the lawn. So if you're going to Cuyahoga and you're going to Blossom and you need a crew to hang out with, we'll all be on the lawn that night. So it's orange shirt night. We're doing orange shirts that night. So.
Hell yeah. I love that.
So,
I love your whole crew. Such a fun crew, like so inclusive, but also like y'all are like dancing. Y'all are going to town. I love just watching your videos. They're so fun. So you always bring in the party. Always bring in the party. Okay, so definitely check Ridge's party out if you are going to Blossom. After Blossom, what's next for you, Ridge?
Yeah, we're hosting.
We got one more to talk about.
We got one more. Another big one. This is another Mecca weekend. It's
this is a Mecca, y'all.
It's Deer Creek. This is
Deer
the one.
Creek.
Deer Creek, and I know a lot. I know we've
Everybody
already
talks
talked
about it.
about it. Everybody talks about Deer Creek and or Ruoff Music Center, whatever
Rue off.
whoever's got the naming rights of that beautiful, beautiful venue this year. So, but anyways, we always call it Deer Creek, as we always will.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
yeah, we're hosting another Night Zero party. This one is on Thursday, June 27th, and that one starts at 5 p.m. and it's at Murphy's Irish Pub, and that's in Fishers, Indiana, and it's about 10 minutes due south of the venue itself, so it's not far at all. Whether you're camping or in any of the hotels in the general area. So,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a very, very big party. That's one of our largest turnouts. So, the owner is a huge Dave fan again, and he goes out of his way to make sure that this party is very successful. So, and we got some cool things planned for this year as well, and I'll figure all that stuff to announce it when it's time. But yeah, that'll start at 5 p.m. And again, that's a full restaurant, full bar. You can come and eat dinner. I believe we're going to have a tent set up out back. We're still working on the logistics, I guess, the city and the permits and stuff, but we're trying to have an actual performance tent out back so it can hold more people. Because I know last year it got pretty full inside. So we're trying to just,
Yes, it did.
we're trying to do the due diligence and try to just, see if we can get some more room. So, anyway, starting at 5 p.m., my good friend, David Allen, he goes by Popo Beck, is his,
Popo.
yeah, he did play last year, and he'll start it off around 5 o'clock. He'll play for hour and a half, and then So Peachy is going to play a full set for us that night, and then also Rob Messina is going to play a full set as well. So we have
Dang.
a full
It's a
night of
triple
music.
threat.
It's a triple threat. So music will start at 5, and
Damn.
it'll
Okay.
it'll it'll go all night till either they kick us out or they unplug us. So
They won't kick you
and again, we're gonna do. The owner always has amazing giveaways, including signed posters and stuff that I've never even seen before. So again, last year he gave away some amazing stuff that I had no idea about. So there's going to be giveaways and all that stuff. It's all ages. Everybody's welcome. No cover charges, of course. And yeah, it's going to be another amazing Night Zero for Deer Creek. And like I said, it's Deer Creek.
Yeah.
Most of everybody will be at Deer Creek, so it'll be fun
Yeah.
It's
I
a good
mean,
place
what
to
a
get
time to
everybody
go to
together.
Indiana.
What a
I love.
what a
I
weird
had
time to
never
go to
been until
Indiana.
the Dave Matthews Band, and
Yeah.
again, the Dave Matthews Band has been the best travel agent. Having a concert in the middle of a cornfield was not necessarily something on my thoughts like that I ever wanted to do, and now that I've done it, I'm like, I want to do it every year. It's
Yep.
amazing. I love Indiana. I think it's such a great state, and so
Yep.
the word is out, and it has been for years. People love Deer Creek, which again on the calendar, if you're looking at the tour, it's going to say Noblesville, Indiana. So that's a 2 night. So are y'all doing anything else besides the Night Zero party? What should people expect on the other days? Like, is there tailgating? Like, what are we doing?
Oh yeah, and again, Deer Creek's another epic tailgating venue, and the tailgating starts early. And I'll post here in the next few days. I always throw a big tailgate in the parking lot, which we'll do both days, night 1 and night 2. We usually get together right around the Blue 3, Blue 4 area, which is in the general lots. We'll post pictures and pin drops and everything for those who don't know the parking lot situation in Deer Creek. It's very easy, very simple, very easy to find us. We'll have live music, which a lot of you don't usually find that in the parking lots, but we managed to pull it off. And again, that'll be between So Peachy and Rob Messina again, and it's a free tailgate. We usually have plenty of beer and water and other stuff.
Hydrate. Those tailgates. Oh, you can go
Yeah,
down fast if you're just
yeah,
drinking all day and drinking
yeah.
all night. I can't do it anymore. I'm not 20. Are you,
No.
Ridge?
I'm not
No.
18 anymore.
No, we got to drink that
Yeah.
water. So got to
Mhm.
drink that water.
Yeah.
Hydrate. Hydrate.
Yeah.
Well, Deer
It
Creek
seems like
is a beautiful venue.
it seems like the older I get, the better I'm dancing. So I need to hydrate.
Hell
So
yeah. So yeah, it is. You've learned more about dance moves and you've
yeah.
learned out like what your body can do and what it can't do. And so
I
you're
definitely
killing it
test.
right now, Ridge.
We definitely test the waters in Jacksonville. I'll tell you that. If anybody was behind that pit, sitting behind where we were, they were probably like, "What is up with these people?" But
You know what?
they
You were
just they
having a
just had to
blast.
be in our zone. They had to be in our world to
That's right.
experience,
That's
to
right.
understand. So no, it's definitely a good time. So yeah, if you're going to Deer Creek and you're don't have plans, just keep your eye on Facebook. I'll post everything there, and you're more than welcome to join us. So we'll have plenty of shade and room to hang out and plenty of fans to be with. So that's always the best part.
That's right. That's right. Well, I mean, if there's anything I've learned when it comes to the Dave Matthews Band fans, we love getting together with each other. We love talking about the Dave Matthews Band with each other. And we like just chilling and doing life together. And that's kind of what you created was like a whole nother way to connect with fans. And I don't think we have enough ways to connect with like minded people. And
Yeah.
I think that that is really important at all times. And so, again, if you have never been to any of these pre show parties, don't be afraid. Even if you don't
Yeah.
know Ridge, if you don't know anyone, this is a very inclusive party. I promise you, Ridge is going to see you come in at some
Yeah.
point and he's going to
At
walk right
some
up to
point.
you and say something to you.
Yep, I absolutely will. And we always usually have gifts and free stuff for everybody. So, again, if you're by yourself or even if you're with a group that nobody knows anybody, just show up and hang out. I promise you, you'll leave with at least a few new friends, if not a bunch. So, I promise you that it'll be a good time, 100%.
That's right. That's right. Well, guys, stay tuned because that is not all of the parties that Ridge is throwing. We're definitely going to talk about a few more that will be after we finish up in SPAC. So we'll come back to talk about SPAC. We'll come back to talk about a few things, but we didn't want to give you too much information today. So definitely, like I said, bookmark this podcast, bookmark this YouTube video so that you can refer back to it later. Should you forget any of the things that we've said, this information is pretty solid, so you can't go wrong with it. But in the meantime, guys, I can't wait for you to come back, Ridge, and tell me after you finish these parties how they went, and then we'll plan some more parties together. How about that?
Hey, absolutely. And like I said, the year is still young and there's still a lot to do. So
There
just
is. There is.
yeah, I was even thinking about joining you in August, but that's another conversation off
Oh
camera.
yeah. So there's a lot of things going on when it comes to the Space Between podcasts. So definitely, if this is your first time to listen, subscribe, like, download, do all the things that you do to whatever way you're watching this. Because I'm on the road. I'm not on the road to these parties that Ridge is talking about, but I got a few things up my sleeves this fall. So definitely follow and stay tuned. You won't want to miss what I'm doing because it's a lot of fun. And I did tell Ridge that, of course, I'm going to send some swag his way to give away at these parties that he has mentioned. So if you're down to get a Space Between podcast shirt or some stickers or who knows what I'm going to send him, definitely look for that at those meetups because I can't wait to give all of that stuff away. So guys, first of all, thank you so much, Ridge, for being on the show to share this love that you are continuing to create in this community of fans around our favorite band, the Dave Matthews Band. So until the next time, guys, peace, love, and Dave Matthews Band. Thank you,
Yep.
Ridge, so much.
Yep. Have a good one. Thank you. Appreciate it.